Another shocker in the country. The governors of APC
huge campaign funds and control. Well, according to the Will Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had to personally step in to settle a massive rift over the campaign funds allegedly raised by APC governors for his 2027 re-election campaign. And at the center of it all is Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum. Here's what allegedly happened. Well, according to the will, governors were making monthly deductions from their FACA locations into an account controlled by Uzodinma. The money was supposed to promote government policies at the grassroots ahead of 2027, initially under something called Renewed Hope Ambassadors. Then they created a separate structure, Renewed Hope Network, specifically for the re-election campaign. The funds were supposed to be transferred there, but Hope Uzodinma reportedly became evasive about rendering accounts. When pressed, he claimed the funds had to be expended, no breakdown, no receipts, just the monies being spent. Well, less than 24 hours after some governors allegedly tried to remove Hope Uzodinma as chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, 18 governors gathered in Abuja on Friday to pass a vote of confidence in him.
But the fact of the matter is that the APC Progressive Governors Forum is very united.
For that, they say that they've exposed that about 800 billion naira was there. One of the things I would say, they say they settled it, it's now been restored.
800 billion contributed allegedly for the re-election of Mr. President. Wow. This is the first time I'm hearing this thing, actually, in Nigeria democracy. I don't know if it happened before, but for me, my first time. That is quite interesting. And this money is coming from where? Is it not the same money borrowed or what? We need to understand. If at all it is, allegedly, how will it be repaid? After spending it on empowering people, dashing their money, like we saw APC recently in Lagos, giving out 5,000 naira to people. So after spending such, how do we get money to repay it? Because we must repay it. Look at what the presidency here we saw online. We don't know if it's true. It said allegedly it says here 11.6 billion. Tinubu wants Nigerians debt servicing will consume 11.6 billion in 2026. Said it is starving economy. So if our debt servicing consumes almost $11.6 billion, how much is our own budget? That has to do with education, infrastructure, health, and other things, even defense. How much? So the question is this: is this about governance or about personal edification, about winning rather than serving? What's happening here? Because at the end of the day, we, the citizens, will suffer it. Because we are going to pay all those bills. You can't borrow money from people and tell them you cannot pay back because we're used for election. No, it must be paid back. If it's what we are suspecting according to what we are reading online. Having said that, Nigerians have the opportunity to correct this error. Because to me, it's an error. If you are taking money out of the allocation you needed in your state to develop your state, and you're just putting it for the election, not to serve the people you elected for, to me, it's an error. We need to correct this thing. Come 2027. Those people serving their own interests need to be voted out. And let's vote in people that will serve the nation for the nation's interests. And that's my case.